All right. So when the New Testament mentions false prophets, okay, so the Word of God is immutable reality, and he mentions that there's going to be false prophets, right? So it's inevitable. So where is the free will of the false prophet to not be a false prophet? Okay, listen, you say, oh, listen, the false prophets have free will because, and they're using their free will to be a false prophet. Well, okay, then why would God write about it before it happened? Okay, if God wrote about it before it happened, then where's the freedom? Where's the freedom? Do you get what I'm saying? I already talked about Judas before, but where's the freedom to not be a false prophet? Where's the freedom to not be a sinner at all? I'm going to free will myself to never be a sinner. I'm going to free will myself to never sin. I, I don't feel like anybody now listen to us. Oh, listen, it's free will to choose Christ. It's free will to choose Christ. Well, I already have a testimony video. Maybe one day I'll talk about it again, but that is, it's not accurate. Okay, people are desperate to be saved, and that's wonderful. That's wonderful. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be saved. There's nothing wrong with desperately wanting to avoid going to hell. There's nothing wrong with that. That's great. That's what we should do. But how you get there is of course, it's Jesus, yes. Okay. But how do you come to Jesus? Well, in the Old Testament, how did they come to God? They only came to God in the way that God ordained. They couldn't come to God any way they wanted to come. They had to come the way God wanted them to come. They had to kill animals, and then they could talk to God, and only certain high priests could. So my point is that God is sovereign even over the way he calls people to him, and there's no freedom. The freedom in the sense that the free will people mean. Freedom in the sense of I'm free, I'm in God, I love God. That's a different type of freedom. The freedom they're talking about is a non-existent freedom. It doesn't exist. The freedom that they're talking about, God is like a circle. You cannot get out of the circle. You can't get out of the circle.